was in foster care.
My husband, Paul, and myself were foster parents.
I'm a San Mateo County foster parent for medically fragile infants.
I was a foster child in San Mateo County.
I've been a social worker for about 27 years.
Being a foster parent is very rewarding, and I think a very important thing for people who are so inclined to step up to the plate and do.
We need foster parents.
It was very rewarding.
I was fortunate to meet the Donatos because they took me in as their own daughter.
We've had about over 500 children in our home.
Some people really come into this life and they really have so much less than what we have. And it's so gratifying to be able to give something and to get something back.
Training was excellent. I think very important to sort of understanding the issues and challenges that children in the foster system are going to be facing.
Being placed with complete strangers.
You're unhappy or you're sad or you're depressed.
Moving around.
Like, I tend to feel like people come in my life and then they always leave or they die.
To give you as parents some tools to help them deal with those issues.
Me, I like the joy of getting a new child and trying to put him on the right track.
You know, it's important for them to have a family where they can go.
If you're thinking about becoming a foster parent, my advice to you would be take them as if they're your own child, but just remember that they have been through a lot, so if they tend to push you away, don't take it personally.
When they hear you're in foster care, they blame the kid, like it's the kid's fault that they were in foster care, and it's not.
I would encourage anyone out there who is thinking they could be interested in foster care to pursue it.
Having places or homes where we can place children is really great.
I was 12 years old when I entered the system. The reason that we entered the system was because my brother was keep running away from home. He didn't want to be there. We ended up finding my mom's mom, which is my grandma. So my dad started figuring out that we were acting different. Well, my dad was trying to keep my brother, you know, like a normal teenager, but my brother kept leaving and he didn't want to be home. So my dad decided to put shackles around my brother's ankles. It was 2 to 3 days. I just couldn't stand it anymore, so I told my grandma. My grandma called the cops, and that's how CPS got involved. We were in the living room, and someone knocked on the door. So then they came in. They said who they were. They adjusted that they were CPS and they were coming to get us. My brother obviously was taken first because of what happened to him, and then they came and got me and my sister. We went to San Mateo Receiving Home, which we called it the Pink House. The staff were really nice. The food, you know, I try to appreciate what we had. It was from the hospital. There were like these rooms and the doors were like blue, and you had like you had a bed, and you had a locker, and that's all you had was for your clothes. From the receiving home, I went to my grandma's, and I lived with my grandma for a while. My brother ended up going to a rehab, so my brother left, and then my sister got in trouble, and then she went to juvenile hall, and I was last. My grandma got really sick, and she was trying to get better. She was trying to tough it out. I told my grandma, I said, you know, I want you to get better. Just take me back to the receiving home. But she didn't want to take me back. And I said, Grandma, I want you to get better. When you get better, come back for me. So my grandma, she ended up taking me to the receiving home a little while after that, you know, a couple months. I didn't want to go, but I wanted my grandma to get better. I went to San Jose to a group home, and I felt really like out of place because everything was like big there and it was awkward. I had no friends, no family. Then I went to like a high school there for like 6 months. A couple months after that, I met Kristen. It made me who I am and the woman I am and the mom I am.
It's important for everybody in some way to step up and do what they can do. So I would definitely encourage other people who are interested in supporting kids who need a little extra help to consider foster parenting.
Take everything that they give to you and apply it towards your life. So, I mean, you have scholarships because you're a foster kid, so don't throw those out. Go to college, make something of yourself, get a better job. Show the system that you can make it just because your parents, didn't keep you. You can make it, so don't give up.